On the 14th of May, 1945, the kingdom of Monsterkind got its new ruler. On this day, His Majesty Prince Asgore Dreemurr and his wife, Her Majesty Princess Toriel Dreemurr, were coronated in the Hockland Cathedral, located in the central square of the capital. From this day, the kingdom is under the control and protection of His Royal Highness, King Asgore I. May the Lord save the king. March 1962, in the central square of the old capital, His Majesty King Asgore I gave a civilian speech full of hopes and dreams. In his speech, King Asgore reminded his people that the current century marks the 1000th anniversary of the Monsterkind getting trapped in the underground. He also gave a hopeful message that from now on, monsters will be actively seeking any possible way to break the barrier that keeps the monsters trapped in the underground, more active than during the previous rulers. Thanks to our technological achievements, we now have many ways in our pockets to try and free ourselves from the trap that we have been stuck in for a whole millennium. The people are inspired by the speech and have high hopes for the future of this nation. May the Lord bless and save the king and his people.
Project Spear of Justice was developed by the royal scientists by King Asgore's order, but before explaining what the project is about, we need to know how the core works. Inside the core there are 4 containers and 1 massive reactor in the middle. Each container stands for storing and delivering different important resources that the royal scientists add into them and control their amount. These resources include magic, electricity, warm water and food that can be delivered quickly from one region to another in minutes. These containers in controlled amounts send their resources into the reactor that separates and transports them into various pipes that are inside the walls and roofs of the mountain across every part of the underground. If there is imbalance between the containers, like the lack of water for example, the structure needs to be closed before the containers transport them into the main reactor, because if the reactor gets imbalanced amount of the resources, it can cause a variety of issues, from mixing resources with each other to when the ways to the reactor are closed, the structure must be put on a low power mode, which slows the process of the core. It might be annoying to the civilians that their food is delayed, but it is for their own good. After the structure is in low power mode, the scientists use the magic from the magic container to generate the missing amount of food to make the balanced amount of the resources. The magic itself is getting connected by monsters that they get to fill the container through special machines made by the scientists. Mostly the scientists themselves give their magic to fill the containers. After there is a balance between the resources, the core is getting turned back on the normal working mode. Now, about the Project Spear of Justice. The main objective of the project is to send a massive amount of magic from the core's reactor straight into the barrier through the special pipes. Theoretically, the big amount of magic might overpower the magic that the barrier is made of, which could lead to its destruction and eventually the freedom of the monster kind. The possibility of this project to be successful is unlikely, though His Majesty is determined in its succession.
Greetings. This is Dr. Fergus speaking. This tape is for educational purposes. We are pretty much making a historical event where we might have found a solution to finally break the barrier and free ourselves from the underground. What did Ultralis want me to do? First, I need to log the passages of the containers in the main reactor. Yes. Before I'm gonna do that, I think I really need to tell you where I listens to that. Even if this project, Spear of Justice, isn't gonna work, it would still be nice to record it as one of the many experiments of ours trying to get out of this mountain. Maybe even this tape will be shown in schools as one of the many attempts of our kind trying to break free. Or maybe, if this is gonna be successful, this tape will be one of the most important pieces of evidence of our kind and our greatest achievements. We will make history. I will make history. Anyway, what I need to do... right. Turn the system to full power mode and... there we go.
Fergus, are you ready?
Yes, just 1 second.
Okay, so now we have to transport magic from the magic container to pipe W that connects to pipe E, which will then be delivered straight to the world, I guess. And there, the king and his soldiers will use the pipe as a cannon of sorts to shoot straight at the barrier and destroy it.
Alright.
Did you block the passages?
Yes, everything is fine.
Okay, good. So send the magic from the magic container to pipe W, which will then send to pipe E, and then pipe SE. Basically straight to the corridor where the barrier is located. The king and the engineers already pulled the pipe from the underground. It's facing the barrier.
I can barely hold my excitement. Even if this isn't gonna work, it would still be a nice try.
Yeah. But I hope this will at least weaken the barrier. I mean, we live in a very technologically advanced age, so now we have much more possibilities and opportunities than, for example, 100 years ago.
Right. Okay. Everything should be on its place now. Now all we need to do is to send the magic into previously set pipes.
Alright, so I'll just press here. Locate this one right here. Okay. Everything's at this place. You ready?
I surely am.
Here we go.
Say, Alright. Hey, Sparkle, you want me to bring you something to drink as a celebration of possibly succeeding in our project? Sparkle, is everything okay?
Did you block the passages of containers to the main reactor?
Yes I did. What's wrong?
Look at the screen. Why does it show that 3 containers released their contents into the main reactor?
Why? Hold on.
Fergus, that was the first thing that we needed to do. Did you forget to do that?
No, I was sure I blocked them.
Do you know what could have happened?
Attention, this is not a test. There has been an imbalance between the resources inside the core. Please turn the emergency system to shut down the core. Keep it shut down before the imbalance will be resolved. If the situation will not be fixed in the next 5 minutes, it will cause a meltdown inside the reactor. Turn the emergency system to shut down the core immediately.
Fergus, go and push the emergency button.
Goodness. It doesn't work.
What? God damn it. This is Dr. Sparkle speaking. There is a resource imbalance in the core and the emergency system doesn't work. I need all available scientists and engineers to go into the core and help us to fix this before it's too late. There's only me and Dr. Fergus. We need more people here.
The pressure level of the cylinder in the reactor is overfilled with resources. The worst is inevitable.
The pressure levels have reached its maximum point. I need all available scientists and engineers in the core now. What's that noise?
Maybe there's a problem in the pipes, or maybe the royal scientists delayed the deployment.
It could be possible, but why? Everything should be working well.
Your Majesty! Your Majesty!
Dr. Alphys, what's wrong? You don't look so good.
The core! It exploded! It's on fire!
Excuse me?
The people of Hotland don't have enough water in their region to put out the fire. They require water from neighboring waterfall region. Your Majesty, please allow them to get water from there. Your Majesty.
Oh, it's nothing, really. About the water. Why do they need the water so much that they require more water from another region? I'm sure they'll be fine and the fire will be put out easily.
But, Your Majesty.
I answered your requests. You're dismissed.
Your Majesty, was she serious about the core exploding? Your Majesty?
I'm sorry. I need some space.
Underground Fire Department, what's your emergency?
There was an explosion at the core which caused a fire. Hotline firefighters are trying to put it down, but it doesn't
Okay, let me contact you to the local Hotland firefighter station.
Everyone from every single station here in Hotland is already here, but it's still not enough to put the fire down. We need more water from neighboring regions to put the fire down.
I understand. I contacted the Waterfall Firefighters Department. The Waterfall Firefighters are on their way.
It happened
Can you
over...
explain what exactly happened?
Everything was quiet until the core started shaking violently. We thought that it was just doing its job as usual, just a bit more active, and then suddenly alarms broke out, and then it just blows up. Just where the hell is the water from Waterfall?
It's on its way. It's gonna arrive soon.
It has been only 30 minutes and it's still not here. Just send us water from anywhere. I don't give a shit. We need water right now. The fire is too strong.
What was that noise? Maybe it's the magic that finally...
Your Majesty! Your Majesty!
What's wrong?
The core!
I'm sorry, but haven't I told you and Dr. Alphys that I do not allow sent water from the waterfall? The fire is surely not as dangerous as people say.
Your Majesty! The core exploded again! Much stronger than before! There have already been reports of hundreds of deaths and thousands of injured people around Hotland. The shockwave from the explosion damaged some of the pipelines in other regions. Your Majesty, this is a severe disaster that is going to affect hundreds of thousands of people, including the royal family. What are your orders? Your Majesty?
Oh, contact me with the royal scientists immediately.
Yes, in a minute.
Tori, are you okay?
No, I'm not. For the past 2 weeks, I've been trying to come up with any ideas on how to fix the situation, yet no good ideas come up in my head.
Well, Tori, you shouldn't stress out that much. You need to rest. You've been looking awfully exhausted lately.
I can't rest. Asgore, do you even realize what is happening? The core is gone. It exploded, and 2/3 of the territory of Hotland is in ruins from the shockwave of fire. And that's not it. The whole underground is suffering from the migration crisis. The civilians from Hotland are running to the waterfall or the capital. There are dozens of monsters stuck on the border of the capital because there are just too much of them coming. There have been also high numbers of clashes between the civilians and the guards. Oh, and how could I forget? Since the core is gone, magic is now dangerously limited. Without the core, we can't generate food or magic. We can't have electricity or filtration of the air.
But we don't need core to make food.
Asgore, Do you really not understand the whole situation? Are you really that ignorant and naive? What about the electricity? Without it, you can't make anything nowadays. There have been reports of monsters suffering from famine in the most distant parts of the underground because not only they don't have any connections with the core, but also they are suffering from the loss of electricity. They are starving. The monsters are starving. And I am trying to come up with any idea on how to fix all of this, which is weird. Since you are the ruler of the underground, you should be the one thinking about how to fix that.
I ordered to organize the refugee camps, also the evacuation centers in Hotland so that there will be less injured civilians.
Did you think about the core? Did you think about how to bring the electricity back? Did you think about how to save your people from starvation?
I did, but I...
What do you mean, what? You didn't think of that? Look at me! I've been eating as little as possible so that Kara and Azrael could eat more. And you didn't think of how to make something so that everyone could eat as much as they want.
Toya, I'm trying.
You don't give a shit about your own people.
That's not true. Nothing serious, dear. Go back to sleep now. I will evacuate everyone from Hotland, and then order the royal scientists to find any solution to fix the core.
I wish I could believe you, Asgore.
Welcome back to the daily news of the underground. It's been 2 weeks since the explosion of the core. Since that horrifying event, the casualties have grew from 100 to 10,000 across the underground. Around 85% of the buildings in all of the underground, including the 2 capital cities, have been suffering from the electricity loss. Since it is heavily limited and is only used in some of the busiest and most important parts of the 2 capitals. A week ago has been reported that the flu and cholera pandemic has broken out in the regions that were the most affected by the crisis. Lack of food, electricity, magic, and other important supplies have caused the most severe humanitarian crisis that our kind has never seen before. The royal scientists have been working hard on trying to restore the core, but it can take years for the core to finally be fully restored. Considering what is happening right now in the underground, it seems like a lot of monsters won't live long for that moment. And we wonder, what we will do now? How are we gonna live? This is the question that everyone is asking. But the most realistic and, unfortunately, the worst case scenario is that we will go back to the Stone Age. Or even maybe, at that time, there won't be anyone left.
Dr. Alphys?
Oh, Your Majesty. Welcome back. I just finished the statistics of civilian casualties. 1.5 weeks after you organized the evacuation of Hotlanders to the refugee camps in the outskirts of Hotland, the casualties decreased by 40%. I know it's not as good as 80%, for example, but still good, right?
Absolutely. That's wonderful to hear.
There's more good news from me. The blueprints of the core were intact. That means we can use them to rebuild the core instead of trying to build it from memories and photos.
That's fantastic. Didn't expect to hear 2 good news in a row, especially during such a difficult time for all of us.
Right. Anyway, I made some cup noodles for us. Would you like some?
Sure. Thank you.
So, Your Majesty, how is your family?
Oh, they've been, well, not bad, but could have been better.
Toriel is acting weird, but Azrael has been doing just fine. He stays at home more often than usual for obvious reasons, but other than that, he's been fine.
What do you mean by Toriel acting weird?
Well, since the explosion, she has been acting strange. By, for example, not eating much. I mean, I know and understand the current situation, but we still have enough food and water for our family. But she either gives most of the food supplies to Azrael, even too much than needed, or she simply refuses to eat. She's saying stuff like, I can't look at the food and eat it while there are starving people out there. I told her that despite the difficulties, the food and water supplies are getting sent to those who are in need, but she just simply refuses to listen. She says that she won't eat a crumb until I will give enough food to every living soul in the underground. Meanwhile, she doesn't do anything. She just belittles me and complains about me not doing the things she thinks are right. She really wants to act as some sort of a hero by pretty much starving herself and, like I said, at the same time, not doing anything useful. I just hope that everything will get better soon.
I'm sure everything will be fine. Maybe Her Majesty is just very stressed out and might say and do strange things?
Possibly. She has been really emotional for as long as I remember, so maybe it will eventually fade away.
I'm sure of that.
Thank you, Doctor. Genuinely. I really appreciate your kind words.
Do you want to take some of the noodles so that your family can have some too?
Sure. Oh, I don't know about Toriel since she will most likely refuse so that she can pretend to be a poor, starving civilian. But Azrael and Azrael might enjoy them a lot.
Great. I'll give some for your family.
Thank you. I will always appreciate your help.
Don't mind it. I should thank you for always coming here and helping me and other people to organize nationwide aid.
I'm just giving orders and listen to your advices. Nothing else.
I'm still thankful to you for simply coming here and at least trying to fix the situation.
You're always welcome, Doctor.
After a long time of suffering, when we thought it couldn't get worse, another tragedy happened in the royal family. Kara Dreamer, human that was adopted by the royal family, got terribly sick by flu. A week later, Kara Dreamer passed away from the virus that was too strong for Chare's already weakened organism. The king and queen are mourning the loss. The child of man was buried underneath the golden flowers with the view to the sky, in royal family's private garden. These flowers were deeply loved by Kara. Now she can finally rest in peace right underneath her favorite flowers. Fly high, Kara Dreamer.
Alpha, and it seems like we could fix the core earlier than we thought. We could finish it before we will lose more of our civilians. Tori? Hello? Is anyone home? Ah, Tori, here you are. Did you hear what I told you?
So